as a matter of fact, that can everyone hear me all right? I suppose you can. The point that you are debating is the same stuff over and over again. I don't understand what you do not get. I say to you that we worship a God who is able to sustain life without the sun. You say science says that you cannot have life without the sun. I say God is much greater than the sun. Okay? I don't understand. That is our faith. That is what we believe. That is what the Bible teaches us. That is what we accept. Despite the fact that science doesn't believe in God, not all science, but some science doesn't believe in God, does not mean that they are right. And science is not always right. We spoke prior with Sam, prior to us coming together, and we made a very clear thing that there is not to be any lying. Okay, we are not to lie to one another or to say things that are not accurate. You say that everybody knows this. No, everybody doesn't know this. As a matter of fact, some of the stuff you're saying is not even an argument against the Bible as much as it is an argument that atheists have. All this stuff that is being presented here is found in websites, contradictions to the Bible, and you are presenting them here not from your own self, but you are presenting them here from arguments that other people have come up with, and you are throwing them in. Other people who have not even studied the Bible. And obviously I have noticed just by your speech and you talking to me concerning some of the language that you are saying here, have not studied the Bible. Instead, you are using a lot of the arguments outside. Nevertheless, you speak of 24,000 manuscripts. It's something very important to understand. The Christianity, we can claim over 5,300 known Greek manuscripts of the New Testament. 5,300 known. 10,000 Latin Vulgate and at least 9,300 other early manuscripts, adding to 24,000 New Testament manuscripts still in existence. You make a claim that not any one is the same. This is a lie. This is a lie. We cannot lie in this debate. You want to be truth, you got to be truthful. You make not one of them is the same. This is a lie. These are confirmed and these are the truth. 24,000 corroborated New Testament manuscripts still in existence. Written from 25 AD to 100 years after the death of Christ. 25 to 400 years after the death of Christ. Between the 1st and 5th century. These are the most dependable of all manuscripts. And you say none of them is the same. What a lie. You assume they're not the same because it makes your argument stronger. It makes you seem like you know what you're talking about. Have you studied them? Have you picked them up? Have you looked at them? I don't think so. You refute the light without the sun. Same thing, over and over again. The serpent eating the dust of the earth. You don't understand, this is very metaphorical. This is speaking of a human being. The you serpent will eat the dust of the earth. The Bible says woman will have fights with man, with the serpent, your seed and her seed. What is he talking about? Is he talking about a woman not liking snakes? Do you understand that you are saying something and we are trying to explain to you why this is truth? Because it is truth. There is animosity between the children of God and the unbeliever, the infidel. There is truth there. We are presenting this to you, and you say that this, and you take it figuratively or literally. Sure, you're going to have a lot of problems while you take it literally. You know, as a matter of fact, you prove to us why people need to go to church, why people need to have a Bible teacher, why God has provided for us the Greek manuscripts and the Hebrew texts. The Hebrew texts, the Torah, the Pentateuch, The Judges, the Psalms are the most accurate of all scriptures. They were preserved. They were preserved like they were zaydahab, like gold. They were preserved. As a matter of fact, when the Dead Sea Scrolls were found and they compared them with what we have now, they found exactly, they spoke exactly. The copyists were exact. And you say none of them were the same? Come on. Are you just throwing things out to make your own point? To say that, God, like for example, God is not able to sustain life without the sun? Are you just throwing that out? You say that I just pass over the ostrich and I just pass over the insects and I just pass over. How do you know that back then there were not four-footed insects or four-footed birds? How do you know? We have dinosaurs that we did not see, and yet the Bible calls them dragons. We see them. We see a lot of things that not existent today. A lot of things that have extinct, that have died. Do you assume that what we have here now was the same that what was 4,000 or 5,000 years ago watching here? Then I would say to you, you're going to have a lot of problems. You're going to have a lot of problems, even with science. I don't know what else to refute to you. I know that the manuscripts are very reliable. We could retain so many thousands of ancient manuscripts, all which were written long before any other document. Any other document. At a time when paper had not even been introduced.